Congratulations, you're dead.
Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Congratulations, You're Dead. I just wanted to quickly apologise again for the audio in the last episode. I promise this one is a lot better. Anyway, in this one I'm interviewing the fantastic, the effervescent, I think that's the right word, the one, the only, Lucy Furr. I'm not sure if it was stressed enough in our conversation, but Lucy Furr does so much for our small town. It's really something to be commended and really celebrated. Honestly, it's probably more than most people know. Anyway, with that being said, thank you for listening and enjoy episode 12 of Congratulations, You're Dead. Today we have fantastic, wonderful, magnificent Lucy Furr.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Doing swell.
Awesome.
Swellage.
Oh.
Ew, no,
No,
okay.
that's
Gross.
that's like
Never
sewage,
mind.
but not.
No, but is it like an infection? Gross, okay.
Move on from that.
Bad. Oops.
So how are things? How's life treating
things
you?
good. Booked and blessed. Been really busy. We're just coming off the end of Pride Month.
Mm-hmm.
Well, midway, tail end.
Tail end of.
It was great.
Yeah.
Great.
Did you do anything special
Lots
for it?
of stuff, actually. Myself and a plethora of friends hosted the first official Mardi Gras viewing party in the Shoalhaven region.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's what's Shoalhaven, Kiama to Jervis Bay. That's
Yeah,
a
I think
big region.
that's huge. Yeah.
So it was kind of a big deal, but super exciting.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
And that was the first one.
The first official one, yeah.
So what brought it on?
A push for more queer-friendly safe spaces in the Shoalhaven.
Mm.
More visibility, just more.
Yeah, that's
Needs
good.
to be more.
There needs to be more.
Needs to be more.
In that respect of there needs to be more. There is we live in a small town.
Mm-hmm.
There is not much to do around here.
Not much at all.
But you, I want to say, month, 2 weeks, you
Yeah.
do trivia. You do Cards Against Humanity,
I do.
and I feel like you're bringing a lot into this town.
I like to think that I am. I'm
Mm.
not one to toot my own horn often, but
Toot away.
toot toot toot. I do, and I host regular events, and at this point, it's every 2 weeks.
Mm.
So there's the trivia, there's Cards Against Humanity, and Genesis.
Yeah.
So it's super exciting.
Genesis was fantastic.
Genesis is really exciting, and I'm glad that I could have a platform and an environment where people who have never performed before or have thought about it or just want to give it a try
Mm.
can do so.
So, did it start with trivia? Because that was the thing
Trivia
we
was
started.
the
With.
first thing we started with.
And how did that go from like brain to inception, like an idea to it working?
Well, the bar, we
Mhm.
love a good cocktail. So I would go there frequently, and then I was going to Wollongong for performing and stuff for years.
Mhm.
And then I had a little midlife epiphany
Okay.
that I needed to give more to my community instead of going to someone else's and giving all of my energy and having nothing left here.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I approached the bar, we started trivia,
Mhm.
it was a success, and then we're like, what more can we do?
Okay.
Yeah.
So it just kind of it's been growing from there.
It has, yeah.
And is there more like future ideas?
There's a few big
Don't know if you can
things in the
mention
pipeline.
Mm.
I won't give too much away, but there is some more big, exciting stuff happening. We're collaborating with a few other organizations, some big names like Akon,
Oh,
etc. And we're hoping to host some dance parties and a lot
cool.
more stuff happening.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really good. I'm excited to see it happen.
Yeah.
Like I thought, like we talked a little bit about Genesis when it was an idea,
Yeah.
and seeing it come to fruition. One, I was super proud,
Yeah.
and two, it was crazy how it all came together. It was fantastic.
I wasn't sure either doing it. I'm like,
Mm.
I'll probably do it 2 or 3 times and run out of people.
Mm.
It's run for a year. We had 4 people each
Yeah, far out.
So, and to dwindle that down to a top 4,
Yeah.
and then have a grand finale, and the emotion that
Yeah.
that I had. I went home and like sat in the shower and cried and ate honey.
Yeah.
So, just to revitalize, but it was really overwhelming in the best way possible.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's really good. So, so was it? I don't know if we can mention the bar, but has it always been the same bar?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they changed owners. Then
They did.
was that a bit of a mess around, or was it pretty seamless?
For me, it was pretty seamless.
Yeah, for them, I can imagine. Yeah. Like anything.
As it is.
Yeah.
But no, it's always been the same bar. Hopefully, we will be doing things in more venues around the area. So just keep your eyes open. But that will kind of be my home hub.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, because that's kind of where you're known to be and stuff. Yeah.
And I like it. It's nice. It's quiet. It's quaint. It's good.
That's good.
As I mentioned before, cocktails. Like,
yeah, exactly.
love it.
So what are this? Because I saw quite a bit of last season. I don't know if last season Genesis.
Yep.
What's this season like?
Well, this season, I was so impressed with everyone last season. This season is different. This new breed of babies coming up and giving it a go. I'm speechless. I'm glad that I don't vote.
Yeah, that's right.
Because each time has been a 1 vote difference.
Really? Wow. That's
so it's and just I'm pretty sure in every video recording there's me in the background with my jaw touching the ground because these people are just they're bringing it.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. So I don't know if we mentioned that, but it is Genesis is like is it a drag competition? Is that what
it's drag inclusive.
Drag inclusive.
So I didn't want to bring something to the Shoalhaven and be like, it's just for drag.
Yeah, gotcha.
Genesis is just an open platform for anybody who wants to try and do any kind of performance art, whether that be singing, dancing, trying drag, the hokey pokey, tap dancing. We had a professional clown last season.
Yeah, that's true.
As everyone knew and loved. A fan favorite, and I think it's great.
He was the one that was like stabbing himself with stuff.
I've even learned some circus tricks. You thought that was bad, so he's taught me how to do the nail up the nose, nice in that COVID spot.
Yeah.
Stapling myself. He's taught me how to do that. Yeah. And last Genesis, he actually ate glass. Now,
did he really?
Not brave enough to try it, but he did.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Because I remember Connie did it, did the needle thing in the Halloween one in Tomarong.
And you almost passed out.
I left. I walked out of the building. I was like, nope, I'm done.
Yeah. So both of these performers come with a warning label. But,
you do.
Who knows what's on the horizon for Lucy Furr's future? Maybe she'll need a warning label too.
That'd be nuts. Because every time it happens, you do say, "What's about you're about to see?"
Look, it's gonna churn your stomach. You need to if you're squeamish, leave.
Yeah. I tend to. I don't know if I can watch it when I get a blood test or whatever. I have to see what's happening.
Yeah.
But if it's on TV or something, I'm like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but
look, I'm the same.
Yeah.
I'm really close friends with both of them, and whenever they go on the stage, I'm repulsed by them.
And you got to have the front row. You got to have a front row seat.
I do. So I need to hold face and smile and be like, "This is great," while everyone else is staring in
shock,
shock and horror.
Well, the good news is you won't have to look at that much longer because I have some news for you.
Oh.
You've died.
Oh dear.
You look so shocked.
Oh, look, it was gonna happen eventually.
So, let me ask you, how did you die?
Look, this could have happened any which way. A person who is not a fan could have thrown a loose brick. I could have just eaten something stupid, but honestly, it was probably choking to death.
Fair enough.
I know, it's true. I don't have safe words, and that's probably it. Whether I was choking on food or, I don't know, a nice firm grip around my neck. That's probably how it happened.
You should probably get a safe word.
Yeah, I should probably, now that I know that I've died, I should
well,
really,
now it's too late.
I know. I should have really thought about that safe word.
So, let me ask you again. Do you believe in the afterlife? Are you, like, religious in any way, or do you believe in one version of an afterlife?
It's one of those, like, existential crisis feelings that everyone kind of gets. I think about the afterlife a bit, and I'm like, I would rule that. And then I'm like, would I rule that?
I think so.
And I think I would. It'd be like prison all over again. No, I would like to think that reincarnation is a thing. Possibly. But yeah, no. You know what? I take that back. I think the idea of a forever nap is fantastic. After the stress of living life, lay down, take a forever nap. It's all good.
It's all good.
A forever nap. In the forever box, in the forever hole.
Yeah, fair enough. So you're going to be buried, is that?
No, I would definitely in fire.
Yeah.
Fire cleanses everything.
That's fair.
I don't need to reincarnate or come back or be a zombie or
Yeah, you just
burn me.
One and done. Yeah, fair enough. And so, are you religious in any way?
No.
Fair enough.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I am God.
You
People
are
often say that I have a God complex. That's not true. I am God. No complex about it.
Well, good news is, I suppose, there is an afterlife.
Wow.
And in that afterlife,
Fantastic.
they have everything you really love.
Oh, love?
Yep.
Love.
Like, it's everything you've ever wanted.
Fantastic.
And when you get to the afterlife, someone greets you at the gates. I won't say they're pearly because I don't think they would be.
Horns and scales, probably.
Who would you, if anyone, fictitious, famous, someone you knew, someone in your family or whatever, anyone ever could meet you, who would you have it be?
Oh my goodness. You know what? I would love to get on the cocktails with Betty White. Betty White.
Okay.
Yeah. And I know that we'd end up in the same place, wherever that may be.
Probably. I would say so. All right, Betty White.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a new one.
Yeah.
Any reasons as to why Betty White specifically?
She's iconic. I think she's a rebel. She lived to be like 100 years old. I just loved it. I'm something about a little old lady who just takes life by the balls.
Yeah, doesn't care. Like, not that she doesn't care. Just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. I think just goals.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so you go out to the afterlife, you meet Betty White.
Yes.
And she says to you, she knows, you know, she was a movie star, TV star, all that stuff. And she asks you, what's the first movie you ever remember seeing?
Oh, the first movie I ever remember seeing. Probably Lilo and Stitch.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't watch many, like, movies. Yeah, probably Lilo and Stitch.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That was, like, late. Would have been, what, like...
Later.
Early teens, late...
Yeah.
Childhood?
I would have, like 12. I think it was.
Yeah, so pre-teens. That's alright. That's not bad. That is a good movie, though.
I feel like... I'm sorry. No, there's definitely more. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Literally, the 3 movies bouncing around my head, I'm like, I remember them. I remember watching them as a child, but they're all horrific. E.T., Mary Poppins, freaked me out. And
Did Mary Poppins freak you out?
Mary Poppins gave me the creeps, and I don't know why.
Could have been probably the animation mixed with the live action.
Maybe. It was very head-fucky.
Yeah, that was weird, especially that penguin scene where they're dancing and stuff.
And he pulls his pants down in front of kids. That's
Does
weird.
he?
He pulls his pants down to waddle like a penguin.
I don't remember that.
I do remember
Are you sure you're watching the same Mary Poppins as everybody else?
I think so. Sus.
And what was the third one? You said and I guess Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and the Power Ranger movie.
Oh
That
yeah,
would've
that
come
would have.
out.
That
Yeah,
would
it would've come
That
out.
came out in '95. So
Yeah, so that one.
okay,
One's-
that's a great
That's
one.
up there. That's
Yeah.
a safe movie.
That's-
And no trauma.
No,
No trauma or pants down there.
I hope not. Maybe I just remember it wrong.
Maybe.
So she continues showing you through your afterlife,
Mm-hmm.
and as she's showing you, she says, "What's a movie that people love but you actually hate?"
Oh my goodness. Okay. La La Land.
Oh, okay, I haven't seen that.
I
yet.
cannot stand it.
Yeah.
It has Emma Stone in it. I just can't. I think I've made it. The furthest I've watched is 15 minutes.
Okay.
I won't even give it the time of day. But everyone who watches it is like, it's so good.
So what's about it that you don't like? You just can't stand it?
Just whatever it is, it's rancid. The vibe, the acting, the mix of reality and musical. I
Okay.
love musicals.
Yeah, yeah.
Not that
Just
one.
not that one.
Not that one.
Because it's based like, isn't it like 1950s LA or something?
Something like
Something.
that.
Yeah.
And they're like trying to have this serious talk, and then she breaks into song. And
Oh.
I'm like, stop.
It's like Glee.
Have a Glee. Yeah, like that. Very much like that.
It's Glee with Emma
Stop.
Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't. I thought about watching it at some point, and then the whole thing with the Oscars happened, and I was like, nah.
Yeah. Dang.
That was crazy though when they read the wrong name.
Oh, did they?
Oh,
No.
so at the Oscars.
As soon as you said Oscars, I'm like, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. That's all I thought about.
So a few years ago, they read a movie. I can't remember what the movie was. Like, you know, the award goes to fucking whatever it was. And anyway, the director's accepting the award, and all of a sudden he sees the envelope, and it says La La Land, and he goes, "Oh, this isn't us."
They Miss America it.
Yeah,
Amma.
exactly.
Oops.
And I think is it Robert Redford? No, whoever the cast was for Butch that's for what the fuck are they called? It's on the tip of my tongue. You know those gangsters, the lady and the husband and the man, Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Were
they lovers or siblings?
I think they were lovers.
Oh.
Maybe they were siblings too. I don't know.
Oh, that would explain why it's like Bonnie and Clyde syndrome when you're attracted to dangerous people.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
And it was the two actors from that. Like it was like a celebration for that movie. Huh. And the dude just reads it. I think he notices he fucks up because he just hands it to, I can't remember her name either, to the actress, and he walks off stage.
Ooh.
And she reads it out. And she's like, "What the fuck?" She reads it out, and all of a sudden, all that happened.
Oh
And,
my.
yeah, Jesus.
How embarrassing. There's no coming back from that.
No.
I hope he enjoyed his movie because it's probably never been in one since.
Yeah, probably. That's true.
Can't read a script.
Can't read an envelope.
Can't read an envelope, let alone a script.
Okay, so what's the funniest moment in a movie, or simply the funniest movie that you remember?
Oh goodness. That's a hard one. Actually, you know what? The first thing that comes to mind when I think of funny things, because I'm a drag name Lucy Furr, I'm a horror fan. So I don't watch many comedies, but I do remember watching Bridesmaids.
Okay.
Have you seen?
Never.
Okay, so the wife and the bride's party go to a dress fitting, and they eat bad seafood.
Oh.
So they all start shitting themselves, and the bride runs out of the shop, and doesn't quite make it across the road.
Oh, I think I've seen.
She squats, and her friend says, "Oh, you're doing it. You're shitting in the street," and mate, when I tell you, I laughed so hard because I related so hard. You're shitting in the street, aren't you? Yeah, shitting in the street.
Sometimes you
So
just gotta
that.
go. Fair enough.
I'd roll with that for funniest moment in a movie.
Sometimes you just gotta go.
Yeah, but can't hold it.
That's a fair point. That happens.
We've all been there.
Haven't we? All right, so to step away from all that for a moment, do you believe in alternate universes?
I do mention it often. I'd be like, somewhere out there's an alternate universe where X, Y, Z.
And is it something you kind of always believed in, or what brought it on, I guess?
I don't know. I just think it's a fun idea to think about what things would be like if they were the opposite.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same. And is it, like, do you think it's, like, a decision we make here affects something over there? Like, do you think it's kind of, like, parallel in that way? Like, it's just, like, vibrating a certain frequency type thing? Or is it just two completely different?
Look, organized chaos. This is how my brain works. So it's like, okay, alternate universe. So if I'm going to go and walk across the street, I successfully get to the other side. In multiple other universes, I got hit by a semi-truck or a plane fell out of the sky and squished me.
Yeah.
That's my kind of like alternate timelines.
Yeah, I get you, yeah.
What ifs?
Yeah, I like that. That's good. I think the same, to be honest.
And I'm very accident prone, so all of those possibilities are very high on the list.
Just as long as they don't happen to you here, you're okay.
Most likely, like a trip. A trip and smack my face on the gutter or something. Oh. I'm very uncoordinated.
Yeah, fair enough. So you go to an alternate universe, and you meet an alternate version of yourself.
Oh, jeez.
And because, they're doing all right for themselves, they ask you, they haven't, fallen on the pavement yet, but they're curious about something. They ask you, who would you choose to play you in a movie of your life?
Oh my goodness. Is it David Levy?
You're talking about the
Schitt's Creek.
Oh, Sean Levy. Oh, the son. I don't know. What is his name?
I know his name's David in the show.
Yeah.
Levy.
I know it's Levy because his dad was
American
his dad.
Pie.
Yeah, exactly. Dan Levy.
I knew it started with a D. Probably Dan Levy. We have the same fierce eyebrows.
Well, he gets them from his dad. Have you seen his dad's eyebrows?
Look,
nuts.
Okay. Yes, big eyebrows. Probably him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice,
the
that's
dark
a good answer.
features and his funny.
I think he's quite funny.
He would mirror the cruel irony that is my life pretty well.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I like that answer. Okay. So you go back to your afterlife reality now, and you meet up with Betty White once again, and Betty White asks you, what's a movie you've rewatched or can rewatch over and over again?
Scream.
Yeah.
Any movie from the Scream franchise.
1 to 6?
Yeah, easy. Yeah.
Even the new one?
Yeah, even the new one. Okay. Especially the new one.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, fair enough. I saw number 5, and I hadn't seen any before that, and I was like, oh man, I don't know. I loved it.
You hadn't seen any before
I hadn't seen any before.
That's disappointing. I'm not mad with you. I'm just really disappointed.
Which is worse, let's be honest.
That is. You should feel worse.
I do.
Cry about it.
But I do want to watch the other ones. I think I'm going to watch 6 soon, so that'll be good.
6 was really good, and I love a good franchise. It's gone from a trilogy to a franchise to all of it. It's been through all of the categories.
Look, I think it deserves to be more of a franchise than bloody Fast and the Furious does.
Oh my goodness. They're still going with those?
Yeah, they're up to number 10 or something.
Yeah,
or
they need
11.
to stop.
They do.
They need to stop.
They'll make those till old mate kicks the bucket, I reckon.
Even that didn't stop them with the last one.
Well, I mean,
they just CGI'd him in and used his brother for the rest of it.
That's right, they did, yeah.
So...
But, what's his name? I am Groot. Vin Diesel.
No, Vin Diesel. Vince Vaughn's the other one.
I'd watch Fast and the Furious if Vince Vaughn was in it. That's a damn sure.
Yeah. And now he's doing a lot more very different things.
Vince Vaughn.
He did Freaky 2
Did he?
years ago.
Oh, okay.
It's like Freaky Friday, but he's a serial killer trying to kill a teenage girl, and they swap bodies.
Oh, that
cool. Was a good one. Chuck that on the movie list.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's like a hardcore version of Juice Bigelow. No, that's not the one. What's the one with Rob Schneider?
Hot Chick.
Hot Chick, yeah.
Yeah.
That was stupid, but it was pretty funny.
That was very funny. It was a good one.
Remember when they tried to make Rob Schneider a movie star?
Remember when they tried to make Rob Schneider full stop?
Fair point. Yeah, he's a weird dude. But apparently he's really
But
nice.
He is funny.
Yeah, he is.
He is funny.
Although, would he be famous without Adam Sandler?
Unpopular opinion. Is Adam Sandler that good?
I think so. I really like Adam Sandler.
Look, the classic Adam Sandler. He hit his peak and he needs to settle down a bit. But like Big Daddy, Happy Gilmore.
Oh, yeah.
Classics, great.
Little Nicky. You didn't like Little Nicky?
Never seen it.
Oh, okay.
I only watch good films.
Fair enough. I only watch the best films. Okay, so what's a movie you can't believe you wasted your time on? This is a new question.
Oh.
No one's been asked this before.
Oh. A movie I can't believe I wasted my time on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
What?
What is the most recent Jurassic Park with Chris?
Is it Dominion?
Dominion?
Yeah.
Garbage.
I've heard.
Garbage. All it is a chest puffing excuse for one particular actor to puff his chest and pretend that he's anything important.
Chris Pratt?
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, I think Chris Pratt is overstaying his welcome.
It's done. Honestly, I loved the Jurassic Park. Who the hell doesn't like dinosaurs?
Of course.
I was all for it. I'm like, okay, you're bringing all the OG cast back. It's gonna be fun.
It was not fun.
It was just an excuse for him to puff his chest and be like, I have a dinosaur. I can't believe I wasted, an hour and 40, 2 hours
2 hours and something, yeah.
On that.
Fair enough.
It was a Chris Pratt dinosaur movie.
Speaking of Chris Pratt, are you looking forward to the new Mario?
I am.
Oh, are you?
I am. Look, it looks great. If I gaslight myself into believing it's not Chris Pratt, we'll be fine.
Okay.
We'll be fine.
That's one way to look at it, I suppose.
Yeah. I think it's a long time coming for a big production Mario movie.
Yeah. Better than the one in the 90s. Look, it can't be worse than that. Jesus.
It cannot be worse than that.
But if it is.
The live action one? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the one with John Leguizamo and whoever plays Mario.
No.
And that King Koopa.
That was a choice.
Oh, man. That was a choice. Something else.
Oi.
So, what's a movie you hated as a kid, but you think it's amazing now?
Oh. Probably Alien.
Okay.
It really freaked me out as a child.
Yeah, that's fair.
The whole body horror stuff. But again, horror movie. I think it's amazing now.
The first one, you mean? Alien.
The classic Alien. I would have to say that that's it. Usually, if there's a movie that I don't like, I won't give it a second chance.
Okay.
I'm a one and done kind of person. But probably Alien.
So, what brought you back to it?
I was doing a marathon with a friend, and they're like, "Let's do this one." I'm like, "How many of them are there?" Anticipating that it would be as bad as watching it the first time.
Okay, yeah.
For 5 movies worth?
Yeah, there's a few.
And I'm like...
Including Prometheus, yeah.
Yeah. But then we watched it, I thought, wow, okay, Sigourney Weaver, let's do it.
Yeah.
This is great. And then I really related to the xenomorphs and wanting to eat humans. So that's kind of where I landed on that.
Started bursting someone's chest and then grow from there.
That's how I hatched. So it's only tradition that I keep it going.
Makes sense.
Every event I do, I lay eggs in people's chests, and,
and just
the
hope
legacy
for the best.
continues. Drag children, left, right, and center.
Well, it's true. Yeah, you do tend to get more every time there's an event. You're like, this person's my...
And they just accumulate. They're like, oh, I'm like, who are you? I feel like I'm living in Cheaper by the Dozen, but with drag queens and kings and things. I'm like, who are you?
Yeah.
No, I love each and every one of my kids. I don't have any favorites because mothers shouldn't.
So how many do you have? If you had to
Oh my goodness. If I forget any, don't hate me.
Oh, we won't name names. So.
I'm not gonna name names. I'm pretty not stupid. 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 8.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe I need my tubes tied.
Maybe
the uterus taken out.
Or just you just gotta open your heart to the rest of them. To more. Keep growing.
We'll see. We'll see. To be continued.
Yeah, exactly.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Okay, so what at this current moment in time, what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie. I'm trying to think. I have like ones that if I'm having a really shit time, I just like chuck on,
Yeah.
and even if it's in the background, I end up watching it over and over and over again. Scream 1 is one of them.
Okay.
Just something about a psycho slashing a house full of teenagers.
Yeah.
Just really pleases me. The Power Ranger movie,
Yeah.
like the original one, it hits a really nostalgic soft spot in my heart.
Yeah.
And the Simpsons movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a bit right field, but it's for some reason I hadn't watched much Simpsons growing up.
Okay.
Like a bit here and there whenever it was on TV.
Mm.
But the Simpsons movie, I could probably recite it start to finish. I don't even know why.
Yeah.
When it first came out, I watched it like three times, and I'm like, okay, I know it. Done.
Fair enough. And did it make you watch The Simpsons more?
Yeah, I in the first lockdown, I'm like, what am I gonna do? I watched all 20
Plus
million seasons of The Simpsons from
Yeah.
start to finish, and now I can say I'm up to date with The Simpsons.
Awesome.
Yep. So I'm better person because of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you would have seen the episodes where like they changed like not Krabappel, what's her name? Yeah, the teacher. What is that? Krabappel? Because her voice actress died, and then they
Yeah.
like write her off the show or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would have seen all those changes and stuff.
Yeah,
That's
it
crazy.
was strange.
Yeah.
And like watching people, like characters get paired up and like married off. Like, 'cause
Okay.
in the end of it, she was married to Ned Flanders.
Oh, she was too. Because I remember she had
Yeah.
didn't she have a relationship with
Everyone.
oh, did she? Because I knew she had a relationship with what's the principal's name? Skinner, yeah.
That was like an ongoing thing.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, in the end, she was married to Ned Flanders.
Because Maud died ages ago,
Yeah,
like
dead,
years and years
like-
ago.
Season 6.
Oh, okay,
dead.
yeah. Because she gets knocked off the...
The shirt cannon.
That's such a Homer Simpson thing. But it's weird that, like, the show works like that. But
That's
then,
probably-
like, they don't age or anything. Like,
That's
Bart's
true.
been 10 for about 30 years.
Yeah.
So, like,
That's probably how I would die, actually. A shirt
a
cannon.
shirt cannon off a stadium.
Off a stadium.
What would you be watching, though?
Nothing important.
Nothing
That's sport.
That's what I was asking.
The Lady Gaga concert that was in Texas that one time.
Okay, yeah. And then just knocked
Just
off the
knocked
top.
off.
Yeah, fair enough. They stopped the concert, though?
Nah.
Just
Lady
keep going.
Gaga, just keep going.
She's like, what a man.
Keep going.
We'll figure it out.
It's just Lucy. It's fine. She'll bounce back.
It's like no one dies in that stadium.
No.
You know, no one technically dies in. Going on a tangent for a second. You know,
I love
no
tangents.
one technically dies in Disneyland. So if someone dies in Disneyland, they would take them. They would like take them out of the park in the car park or whatever, and then pronounce them dead.
That's so freaky. I went on a little hyperfixation with Disneyland drama a while ago. Are we allowed to say Disneyland?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come at me.
Sure. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, no. And even because mostly the people who do die at Disneyland are the people in the costumes.
Oh,
because
really?
they overheat.
Oh,
So,
that makes sense.
I was reading a whole bunch of articles, and I fact checked it. It's real horror stories. So in 1990 something, so it wasn't even that long ago. A man who was in a Goofy suit died from heat exhaustion.
Jesus.
And because it was the middle of peak hour, they propped him up on a chair.
No,
and
they
people
didn't.
were getting photos
What?
with a dead body in a Goofy costume.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Fun facts with Lucy Furr. There you go.
There's I know one
So
story.
I'd
which is-
believe it.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's great. I've never heard that story. That's nuts. There was one, like it was recent, like last year. This lady I think she got decapitated on a ride,
Jesus.
and they like,
Her head
Bang.
fell off in the car park.
I guess, well they put her in a body bag and stuff, I guess, but the paramedics like checked on her and stuff. Obviously, she was fucked.
Jesus.
But they didn't pronounce her dead until she was out of the park grounds.
Her head was off.
Yeah, but
Oh
they officially didn't announce it until she was...
That's crazy.
Yeah, because they want to say, oh, there's never been a death in Disneyland, which is baloney. But even DreamWorld has.
Seriously. Even, like, what? Nah, there's so much.
You can't not have a theme park and have people, like,
not
die. Have you ever heard of a place called, I think it's called Adventureland or Adventure Park? It's reminiscent of Jamboree. Like, they have the metal slides and stuff. The amount of dead people in that fucking park is ridiculous.
That's hectic.
Like, people have... Like, have you ever been to Jamboree?
No.
Oh,
actually,
okay.
I actually had this discussion with my housemate the other day. Like, we need to go. Like, I've never been.
So they have this probably the most popular ride there, probably the most popular ride in this place too. It's like a metal toboggan type thing. You get like a little sled and it's just a metal slide with no brakes, no nothing. You go with God, like, you know what I mean?
Jeez. It's God's problem.
Yeah, exactly.
And we all know how that goes.
Don't we? And in Adventureland, probably in Jamboree too, but this guy was like doing it and there's turns and shit. And he goes and he flips off this turn. He lands head first into this metal slide. It's the hottest day. It's like 40 degrees Celsius. His face is all burnt. He's dead as shit.
Krusty Krab burger.
It was
Big Mac. Oh my goodness.
It was crazy. Like, people skin themselves and shit all the time, but this guy flew up in the air and just...
That's crazy. See, this is why I'm not outgoing. This is why I don't go to amusement parks, because I'm not often amused.
I'm often terrified.
If I saw that, I would probably be shocked, but also a little bit inside amused.
Yeah.
Be like, wow, I'm entertained.
Do you ever go to Wonderland?
If I haven't been to Jamboree, I don't think I'm going to go to Wonderland.
Oh, well, that's a fair point.
What kind of expenses do you think I have? Wonderland?
Well, Wonderland was in Sydney.
I went to Funland Time Zone one time and I got a life ban for bumping on the bumper cars.
They're called bumper cars?
No, apparently they're called dodgem cars and you're meant to drive in a circle and dodge.
That's
Me
dumb.
and my cousin are ramming each other and this guy skits down. He's like, get out.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently they're called dodgem cars.
Dude, I went to Funland Ulladulla once. I hated it.
Yeah. I'm like, no big loss, bro.
Yeah. I went on a date.
I should go back now.
A horrible date.
I should go back now and be like, you want to see a drag queen?
You want to see? Oh,
bumper car?
He'd flip his fucking shit.
He was probably the guy who splattered his face on the metal slide.
Yeah, probably.
Hopefully.
Well, that was in the 80s, so probably not.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's probably his dad.
Probs. It's genetic. Genetic assholism.
Yeah. That does happen.
Yeah. So, like, well said in Harry Potter, if there's something wrong with the bitch.
There's something wrong with the pup. No, there's something wrong with the bitch, there's something wrong with the pup. Yeah. Jeez.
Firm believer.
Yeah, I think, especially, like, oh, man. I hate seeing, I know this is, again, another tangent. I hate seeing kids with those fucking, like, mullet doos.
Oh, I hate seeing kids full stop.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
But no, the return of the mullet needs to stop.
Oh, doesn't it?
Go to your room.
It's horrible.
And it's getting out of control.
Like, there's like 3-year-olds with us. Like, calm down, man.
They're like, are you choosing this or is your, like...
No, it's ridiculous. I hate it.
Nah.
If my kid ever got that, I'd slap him. I don't have a kid, but I would.
Bald.
Oh, I'd shave it in the middle of the night. I'd wake him up and just...
Oh. But what if you only got halfway through and then he had a rat's tail? Which is...
That's easy to cut off. You just get scissors.
That's true.
And if he runs into the scissors, that's on him.
That's true.
He shouldn't have got a shit haircut to begin with.
I do agree.
Although, to be fair, I'd be paying for the haircut, wouldn't I?
Yeah,
so
why would you pay for a mullet haircut?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'd be like, yeah, mullet. And then I'd speak to the hairdresser and be like, can you just give him...
Just say you slipped with the scissors
or
something.
Just
or if he really puts it, just push really hard and just decapitate.
Just put him in a hold. Put him to sleep.
And knock it out. A few Valiums. Go
just
sleep.
Out. See you later.
No mullet.
Just, oh, God, it's horrible. I hate seeing it.
Is it worse on a younger or an older person? Because I've seen old people.
Like old people?
I'm like, you're old enough to... Because they're old enough to know better.
But when you say old, do you mean like...
50 plus.
Damn.
Old.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
I'm almost 30. I can't say old like 30 years
old. Yeah, that's
now.
fair. Yeah.
When I say old, I mean like
50, 60,
decrepit.
70. Yeah.
Like...
I want to see an old man with like on a walk of rocking one. I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
See, they're old enough to know better. Children are like young, stupid, naive, innocent, if you will.
Yeah.
Not with a mullet.
No, God no. Oh. Anyway, I'd rather go back to the afterlife than see another mullet.
Such tangents. Love it.
Betty White's finishing her tour with you. She's
Yes.
getting to the end game of the afterlife.
Love that.
And she says every month we have one person show their favorite movie. Because you're new, your month will come up. And she asks you, what's the one movie you would like to bring to the afterlife with you? Doesn't have to be from any of the lists mentioned. It can be something completely...
Okay. One movie to show people. Okay. So here's my logic here. It's a movie that I think was fantastically done.
Okay.
And there's not many movies that get under my skin or make me uneasy, but this one does. So I would want to spend eternity in the afterlife nullifying that effect on me.
Okay.
Yeah. Neutralizing. And sharing the creativeness of it with them.
Okay.
So I would say Mother with Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, I've heard of that.
It's really heavy.
Yeah?
But it's really well done.
Okay.
It's very, very, very good.
What's it about?
So Jennifer Lawrence and the actor alongside her live in a house in the middle of nowhere. Classic start. And then one day, also spoilers ahead. One day, a man shows up out of nowhere. So she's renovating the house and he's an author. He's trying to write a book. This man shows up and says that his car broke down. The man offers him to stay. That night, the man's really sick and not very good. The next morning, he's fine. That day, his wife shows up and they just start intruding on this house and start making it their own. Then their two sons come and one of them kills the other.
One of the sons kills the other son?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And it's all traumatic for this poor woman who owns the house, and she's like, why are you doing this? Then more and more people just start coming, family, friends, so many people. And they start damaging the house.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they're like squatters, but people are living there?
Yeah. And the husband of the woman, like the original man, the author, we'll call him the author, is fine with it because he's getting the attention from all these people.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And he's thriving off it. He's like, now I can write my book and these people will love me.
Yeah.
And they end up, long story short, they end up destroying most of the house. She's pregnant. She gives birth to a baby boy. A whole bunch of stuff happens that I will remain a mystery to you, but once you know the punchline, you know where the story goes.
Okay, yeah,
And the punchline is that it's all a metaphor for the Bible.
Oh, for fucking... fair enough, okay, I guess.
Very, very well done.
Yeah.
But quite a twist. Quite a good insight into it, I guess. So the author was God writing the book, the Bible.
Yeah.
And she was Mother Nature.
Oh,
so they were intruding, destroying the earth. He was fine with it because they were his disciples.
Yeah. They were giving him all the attention.
Yeah. And I'm not, as I said, I'm not a religious person, but it was a very interesting way of doing a movie. And Jennifer Lawrence, that was the movie that made me really like her as an actress.
Cool.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
That's interesting.
Another suggestion to watch.
Okay, cool. I'll put that on the list.
Mother.
Because I heard about that. Yeah, that's interesting. Well, in that way, I just want to congratulate you on your death.
Thank you.
And thank you for being a part of the podcast.
Thanks. I can't wait to take over.
Is there anything you want to say? Stuff you got coming up where people can find you?
You can follow me at its_Lucy_Furr on Instagram and Facebook. And soon TikTok maybe. I don't know. I don't want to submit to what people want, but views make
the world go around, apparently.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's where you can find me, and be nice to each other.
It's so good to be dead, just lying around.